Hey, it's Dead Guy Cardboard. I have 750 subscribers, and I wanted to celebrate that with a contest. Very happy about that. I've been doing videos for 5 or 6 years now, so I'm thrilled to get to that number. And I wanted to do a contest to celebrate that, and I thought long and hard what I should make the contest about, because there's been so many great contests over the last couple of months, so I'm trying to think of something unique. So I decided to do a rarest card contest. So I ultimately want you guys to share a video showing your rarest cards. And that can mean anything. It can mean a card that's numbered 1 of 1, or a card numbered to 25 or 50, or maybe there's no serial numbering on the back. Maybe you're using the population report of PSA and SGC, or the combined population between the two. Or it could be just a card you consider to be rare because I don't know, your childhood dog growing up ate a chunk of it, and so it's a true 1 of 1. I'll let you guys decide what rarest to you means. But to be entered in this contest, I want you to do 3 things. 1, I want you to be subscribed to my channel. 2, like I said, I want you to do a video showing your rarest cards, and I'll show mine in a second. And then 3, I want you to nominate a low-numbered YouTuber. And what I mean by that, I want you to nominate someone that does card videos that's younger than 18. I think, you know, the youth is really the future of the hobby, and I just want to try to get them, you know, more attention in this community. So I'm going to nominate mine, and mine is Baseball Kid. He has 150 subscribers. I will link his channel below. I think I might have actually nominated him before, but yeah, he's a kid and he does really great videos. He's very informative. He knows a lot about modern players, and he does a lot of box breaks and PSA submissions. So that's my nomination, Baseball Kid. And you're also welcome to nominate kids that do videos with their parents. That's fine. And if we run out of people that are younger than 18, you're welcome to nominate the same YouTuber that was also nominated. I just want to get some exposure for these younger tubers out there. Okay, so I'm going to show my rarest cards. I decided to show 15 of them. All of these have a population of less than 19. And when I'm saying population, I'm usually referring to the combined population reports between SGC and PSA. Just quickly, in case you don't know how to do that, if you go to PSA's website and you click on this little tab, the pop report, it'll bring you to this PSA population report site, and you can type in the card here, or you can search by category, like, for example, baseball cards, which should bring up the year that you're looking for, and that will bring up the set, and then you'll find the card. And then for SGC, you go to this URL, which is kind of funky right now because I think they're transitioning into a different website, but it's this one. And then you go down here and pick the category, so like baseball, or basketball, and then click the set name, then player name, and search, and the pop report will come up. So when I say pop report in this video, I'm referring to the total population between SGC and PSA. Okay, so I'll start with this one. This is has a population of just 19 between the two grading companies. This is a 1916 UNC Big Head strip card of Roger Hornsby. Some consider this to be his rookie card, but there's just 19 of them graded. This one is just 18 have been graded. It's the Tito 6 American Beauty Tom Downey. This is the 350 no frame variation. Nice looking card. And this has just a graded population between the two companies. I didn't include Beckett because, I don't know, Beckett doesn't grade too many vintage cards, but for the sake of this video, this is the combined pop reports between SGC and PSA. But this card only has a pop report of just 16. This is a Tito 6 El Príncipe de Galles, Johnny Kling. Love this card, just pack fresh color, excellent centering, and it's one of my favorite backs. This is a really clean example of the El Príncipe de Galles. And then this card has just a pop report of total population of 16 graded. This is the Tito 6 Hal Chase Blue Portrait Sovereign 350 Green Apple. And it's called Green Apple because the color of the Sovereign back is lighter than most. Most Sovereigns have a forest green look to them, which I'll show in a little bit. And actually this is a super print card. There's, I think, 5 or 6 super prints. There's a red portrait Ty Cobb. There's I think a dark cap Hal Chase, Frank Chance yellow background, and there's an Evers that's also a super print. But anyway, the super prints, they're called super prints because they're printed in every single series, the 150 series, the 350 series, the 460 series. But for whatever reason, these super print cards are very hard to find in Sovereign 350 and 460. And so I have a 350 example. I actually used to have the 460 as well, but I sold it. And then this has just a graded population of 15 between the two companies. But I guess you could say 16 if you include this raw example. This is the Tito 6 Reulbach glove showing. This is part of the 150 only series. It was only printed during the early print run. So these are pretty tough cards in general, but what makes this card very rare is a Sovereign 150. Now I found these 150 only series are even tougher than the Hindu and in some cases the Old Mill. So this is a very tough card despite it being beat up. Picked that up a couple years ago. And then we're into the, has a pop report of just 14. This is the Art From Sovereign 350. Love the look of this card. And you can see that it has a darker color than the Green Apple. And then this is the Tito 6 Hindu Kling. There's only 14 of these graded. And another back I love looking at. But I'd love to pick up a red Hindu someday. This is the brown Hindu version. This back also came in Southern League players as well. And then this has a population of just 14 graded. This is the Tito 6 Tolstoy Miller Huggins Hands at Mouth. And Huggins is a Hall of Famer. He later went on to manage the Yankees with Gehrig and Babe Ruth. And this is the Tolstoy back. Now, some of these cards, some of these backs are tougher than others. Like I think a Hindu is actually tougher than a Tolstoy, but for this particular player, it seems to be harder to find this player in this back than the Kling in that back. Some water. Okay, and then this has just a population of 13 for this particular player. This is the Tito 6 Jimmy Dygart, American Beauty 350 subjects with the frame. Earlier I showed you this one without the frame, but this particular player is, I guess, tougher to find than the no frame. But in general, the no frame is harder to find than the frame, if that makes any sense. And then this has just a population of 10. This is the Tito 6 Old Mill Johnny Kling. As some of you know, I completed all the backs for the Johnny Kling Tito 6 set. I did a whole video about that, so definitely check that out if you have the time. But this is the hardest card to find of the Johnny Cling backs for whatever reason. Even harder than this Hindu, because there's only 10 of them graded. And I actually, this was raw originally, and I got it graded. And then this has just a population of 9. This is the legendary Bobby Hughes. No, I just wanted to pick up an example of this card. This is from the 1999 Fleer Tradition set. It's called the Starting 9 Parallel set. And they're serial number just out of 9. This is 3 of 9. These cards were so hard to pull back in the day. And it's nearly impossible to pull a star player from that set. But want to include this on my rare cards because these are very iconic cards for the 90s. And then this card has just a population of 8. So the T213 Coupon Type 1. Now, some people consider this to be T206. I do, because the font on the front has a brown font, whereas the Coupon Type 2 and Type 3 that came out later have a blue font, and the backs on the Type 1 look identical to some of the other T206 backs. But these coupon cards are so tough. They're very rare. And this has a population of just 8 graded. And I picked this up for a steal on eBay a couple years ago because the seller, I guess, mislabeled the listing. This card is not as rare technically as the coupon cards, but for this particular player, at least the ones that have been graded, it's rare. It has a population of just 7 graded. This is the T206 Owen Wilson Cycle 350. As you can see, the coupon and cycle look very similar in design. The coupon also looks like the drum backs and the American Beauty backs. All right, getting close to the end. This card has just it's scarce because it just has a population of 5. This is the 1998 Bowman Chrome Golden Anniversary Refractor. These are all numbered out of 5, which is super, super low printed in the 90s. So how tough this card was to pull. To pull just an example of one of these guys, it would take 1,279 packs. But if you wanted to pull a particular player, like a Barry Larkin or a King Griffey Jr. or something, it would take 281,380 packs to pull the player you're trying to go after. Very rare card. All right, we're almost down to the final 2. We are down to the final 2. So this card has a population of just 2. This is the T206 Red Am's Hands Above Blank Back. These are factory cut scraps, meaning they were came from a big sheet, but they never got the backs printed on the back, as you see here. They were pulled early on. We don't know how they were pulled or who pulled them, but someone did. They cut them up either at the factory or at home. Maybe a kid cut them up. But these blank back cards are very scarce. I know of one other Red Ams that sold on REA in 2014 for an absolute fortune. I got this for a lot less. Back in 2014, these blank back cards were super popular. Yeah, I know of just 2 of these Red Ams blank backs. I have one of them. And there's probably more than 2 because a T206 sheet probably had more than 2 players printed on them. But either way, these are very, very rare cards. Finally, I consider this to be a 1 of 1. This is the T206 Johnny Cling Lionel Carter collection card. I made a whole video about Lionel Carter, and it's, check it out. Definitely worth watching. He's a pioneer collector in this hobby, and Lionel would always find the best versions of the cards he was looking for, and if he found a better version, he would get rid of the old one. So he only had 1 copy of each card. So there's only one of these Johnny Cling Lionel Carter cards in the T206 set, in his set. All right, so the prize. I am giving away, if I can find it, giving away this card that I mentioned. the T206 Reulbach Glove Showing Sovereign 150. Very tough card. Graded population of just 15. These are extremely hard to find. I picked this up a couple years ago. Even though this is beat up, you're not going to find this card on eBay anytime soon. And I'm giving away these somewhat scarce cards that really blew up last year from the 2018 Topps Living set. These are gorgeous cards. Also including in the prize the Shohei Ohtani rookie, Gleyber Torres rookie, Victor Robles rookie, Juan Soto, the hot rookie last year, Joey Votto, maybe a future Hall of Famer, and the Manny Machado Orioles helmet variation, because he also has the Dodgers one that came out. So, to win these cards, I want you to do 3 things like I mentioned earlier. I want you to, 1, be subscribed to me. 2, do a video showing your rarest cards. You don't have to show 15 cards like I did. You can just show a couple if you like. But definitely comment in the comments below saying that you posted the video. And then 3, you must nominate at least one YouTuber who's young, who's younger than 18 years old. Not nominate, I'm sorry. You must, share their channel. This contest will end February 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. After that time, I will tally up all of the people that made a video, and I will put it in random.org and announce the winner. So that's it. Stay tuned too, because I'm going to do a Hall of Fame, my Hall of Fame picks for 2019, and the YouTubers card Hall of Fame, whatever you call it. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.